Good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Jeremy Baker here on this Friday before Christmas. Everyone ready for Christmas? I know people ask that question, are you ready for Christmas? But I have a feeling most people are not ready for Christmas until actual Christmas. I know I'm not, that's for sure. But I'll be flying home to New York and Philadelphia tomorrow, where it's going to be 13 degrees tomorrow night. So cold stuff. Definitely not going to be cold here at Christmas, that's for sure. I thought I'd start off with the Christmas forecast. Why not? It's a beautiful graphic. Ryan Shoptaw made it. Love looking at it. Love the lights. And you can see Monday before Christmas, if you have to do any last minute shopping, 74 for a high, mostly cloudy. 73 Christmas Eve, and now we had to raise the rain chance to 40% on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, 20% still. 73 for a high, both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Warm stuff. Definitely not feeling like Christmas, but hey, good for barbecuing if you barbecue on Christmas. Here's a live look outside. We are very calm tonight. It's a pleasant night out there tonight. This is the last day of fall, by the way. Tomorrow, winter begins. Let's not skip ahead to spring. That means summer comes too soon, and that is hot. Not hot tonight, though, that's for sure. It's Calaveras Lake, Skycam, San Antonio Airport, all looking nice. The airport looks pretty quiet right now. I'll have to be there. My flight's at 9:35 tomorrow, so I don't know when to get there. I'd rather not get there super early, but I bet it's going to be nuts. All right, here's the pollen count. Molds light, the count 380, not a big deal. Mount Cedar yesterday was moderate. That has now dropped to 20, so that is now light. So that is some good news, of course. That'll be ticking up as we head closer to January, which is typically the worst month for cedar. I'm glad I don't have allergies, but for all you with allergies, oof. Hopefully it's not that bad this year. I think it's going to help, actually. We need the rain, but it's actually helping that we didn't get as much rainfall, so there won't be as much cedar in the air. We'll see what happens. All right, here's the aquifer. It went up almost half of a foot in the past 24 hours, and that's because it's based on air pressure and pressure within the aquifer. It doesn't go up and down only based on rainfall. Of course, rainfall does definitely move it more, but that's why it's up. 627.2, but still way below where we should be, and we should be well above 650, 660, nowhere close to that right now. Right now, here are the temperatures. We are at 59 at the Stinson Airport, 56 San Antonio, mostly clear skies too, so it was a nice night. Not too breezy out there either. Great night for holiday shopping. East-northeast winds are 8 miles per hour. Barometer up a millibar from earlier this evening at 10:27. And the dew point's at 33, so that humidity at 42%. So it's a dry night out there. I know my lips are a little chapped. Maybe yours are as well. Oh, we have a joke. Here we go. You know you're getting old when they use carbon dating to determine your age. All right. I think the newsroom is quiet tonight. Not a lot of people here. A lot of people took off on Friday. It's funny. United Airlines had their busiest day is on Monday. I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be during the weekend. Oops, I just skipped past the temperatures there. Well, we'll just go to the humidity. We'll get back to the temperatures in a bit. You can see the humidity is low, and it's going to stay low Saturday and Sunday through the weekend. That means in the 40% range or less. But then you can see Monday it really ramps up. And then Tuesday, Christmas Eve, and Wednesday, Christmas Day, it's up there. And same deal on Thursday as well. That's when the cold front comes through, humidity crashes back down, and the rain chances leave. And it looks like they'll be out of here all the way through the first few days of the new year. You'll see that coming up in your 14-day forecast. Hello, Cincillo. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Good to see your name. All right, here is the radar. Nothing. No rain, virtually cloud-free, except they're not showing up here, but we do have some low clouds. Valverde County westward, east of Valverde County in Del Rio. Not much in the way of cloud cover whatsoever. Thanks to high pressure, it's bringing us some very pleasant weather out there. Are you doing anything for holiday celebrations tonight? Getting together with family? I know it's a little early, but hey, why not start early? All right, here's the water vapor imagery. This is where the best way to see where the moisture is in the air, where the main weather systems are. Usually satellites work well, but I like showing this. Where you see the oranges, that's where the driest of the air is. You see a lot of it over Florida right there, moving out of the Gulf over there. For us, we still had a little bit of the orange and the darker black showing us the air is very dry. In fact, the air is dry pretty much everywhere except on the west coast right now, at least what we can see here in the extreme northern part of the country. And what you need are the bright whites and the blues to get in here. That's when we have enough moisture for rain. Eventually it's going to happen, but it's going to take a few days to get there. So you'll have the entire weekend that'll be dry, and then as we head closer to Christmas, that's when the rain chances return. It's like a lot of dry air off the Baja California too, for that system moving into the northwest. It's going to bring them a lot of rain and snow on the west coast. Here is that drought monitor, just another example of why we need that rainfall. Oh, another joke. What happens when it rains cats and dogs? You have to be careful not to step in a poodle. I see some heads shaking. Oh, Sin, thank you for the joke. I love it. I'm going to do it. A heart. There we go. All right. Here's the drought monitor. It's definitely not going to be raining cats and dogs anytime soon. We could use it, though. Poodles and everything. This was updated yesterday. Extreme drought conditions still across most of Bexar County. It's now been extended a little further westward into the hill country, closer to Uvalde, and all the way up to Austin. Not Houston, Austin. Outside of that, we have severe drought conditions. Outside of that, moderate. So most of our area in a drought still, and unfortunately, it's getting worse. And you'll see your 14-day forecast, only a few days with chances for rain, and the chances aren't that great, so that will likely expand even further. Hello, Greg Matthews, and hello, Dale Bowers. Hope you're both having a wonderful evening. All right, here is that futurecast. Notice the clock in the corner. It starts you out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., and once again, since tomorrow's the first day of winter, it only makes sense. The temperatures will be a little bit colder tomorrow morning than they were this morning. We'll have light winds for the most part. Temperatures in the hill country dropping down into the low to mid 30s for overnight lows. Everyone else, mid to upper 30s, low 40s. Of course, low 40s in our southern counties, upper 30s to around 40 for Bexar County in our central, Bexar County in our central counties, and San Antonio. How will the weather be tomorrow morning for Tuba Christmas at the Arneson River Theater? Should be good. I don't know exactly what time it's at, but we're going to have sunshine and temperatures warming. The high tomorrow is going to be about 63, so I would say if it's late morning hours, probably in the mid to upper 50s. So decent weather for it. Make sure to wear that jacket. Noon, okay. Yeah, what did I say at noon? I think I said 56 or 57 at noon. So it'll be good weather. Nice. Just a little chilly. Not too windy or breezy either. Let's get right to it. You'll see it right about there. There it was. Yep, that model said 59, so upper 50s, I would say. Here's the end of the day, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. I would say really mostly sunny. We'll have some clouds rolling in here and there, but they'll be high, thin clouds, so not going to do a whole lot to block the sunshine. All right, and temperatures warming up well into the 60s in our southern counties to around 70, low to mid 60s central counties, and some areas in the hill country might not get out of the 50s, but I'm thinking around 60 to the low 60s for most areas in the hill country for highs tomorrow. And then as we head into Sunday morning, the first full day of winter, even though it starts tomorrow, we're going to have more clouds rolling in. That'll do two things. It'll show us that more moisture is building, getting ready for that rain that's going to come in for the holidays, but also it's going to keep our temperatures from dropping as much. Also thanks to those southerly winds and the clouds, they kind of act like a blanket, keeping the heat trapped in at the surface. That's why it's going to be a little bit milder. Some areas might stay in the 50s in our southern counties. Everyone else, for the most part, in the 40s. Wouldn't be surprised if there are a few upper 30s where the clouds do not move in. But there could have got to be for the most part, most of our area, but as you can see, the further to the north and east you are, less of a chance for cloud cover Sunday morning. Further west, better chance. All right, and heading through the day, you can see the clouds really stick around. They keep coming in from the south, and because of the southerly winds, temperatures will also be warmer for highs on Sunday. So San Antonio will rise back into the mid-60s Sunday, southern counties in the low 70s, and the hill country upper 50s to low to mid-60s. And the temperatures won't stop going up from there. You'll see in your 14 day that they go right back into the 70s as we head into Christmas itself. All right, so we have the mostly clear skies right now. More clouds off in our far western counties. 38 the overnight low San Antonio, hill country probably close to freezing. Northeast winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And sunset will now start getting later because it is going to be the first day of winter, which is the shortest day. So beyond tomorrow, sunset will get later and later, and sunrise will be earlier and earlier. So we'll start out cold in the morning, hold on to most of the sunshine all day long. There's that 56 at noon for the Tuba Christmas at the Artisan River Theater. That's got to be fun. If I wasn't flying out of town, I'd probably check it out. And then sunny skies by the end of the day still, and a high of 63. So cooler than today, but still not bad out there. Definitely could be a lot worse. Where I'll be, it's going to be in the 20s for highs. Looking forward to that. I'd love some snow. If it's going to be cold enough for snow, it might as well snow, right? Otherwise, what's the use? All right, so from 63 tomorrow, we go to 66 on Sunday. Not as cold in the morning, starting out at 45. Monday, we'll start out at 58, end up at 74. So very warm Monday, and we'll stay in the low 70s for Tuesday, Christmas Eve day itself. Excuse me, along with a 40% chance of showers. So off and on, not everyone's going to see rain, but there'll be some raindrops here and there. Wednesday, Christmas Day, starting out at 54 in the morning, 73 for that daytime high, and the rain chance cut in half at 20%. So not nearly as much of a chance of rain. Most areas staying dry that day. Pretty much the same thing on Thursday, too, the day after Christmas. 72 degrees for a high and a 20% chance for rain. Friday, we get a front to come in. Beforehand, though, we could actually get close to 80 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised to see our southern counties in the 80s on Friday after Christmas. Unbelievable as winter is beginning. But that's South Texas for you. We've come to expect that, right? And here's the second half of that 14-day forecast. The next weekend, the last weekend of the year, Saturday and Sunday, we'll see partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, high temperatures staying in the low 70s. So they'll drop from near 80 next Friday to the low 70s. So really about 10 degrees. No problem, Mary, my pleasure. And then as we head into Monday, 72 for a high, partly cloudy, and then we look ahead to the next holiday, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And the good news so far for those fireworks, looking dry. Of course, because we're in a drought, if we don't get much rain over the Christmas holiday, the fuels will be very dry out there. So fire danger could be a little elevated. So do your best to just watch the fireworks shows. Don't set them off anywhere where they could start fires. And of course, if you are doing fireworks, make sure they're legal and you're handling them properly. And a high of 63 on New Year's Eve, dropping down to 50 New Year's Day in the morning, and then a high of 65. So a pretty pleasant way to bring in the new year. And the first few days of January, as we get beyond the 1st, Thursday and Friday, 68 for a high on the 2nd and 67 for a high on the 3rd. So pretty decent forecast, 3 days of rain. Of course, we need the rain, but everyone likes a dry Christmas and a dry New Year. I would think so, at least, unless you want some snow. All right, that is your forecast. Of course, I'll have more of your forecast tonight on Ken's 5 News at 10. Henry will have your news, and Nate will have your sports. So we hope to see you then. If not, have a great night. Since I won't be around, hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.